I'm open. Spurs-linked star who is soon out of contract admits Premier League desire. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Before we dive into this update, be sure to press that subscribe button and keep up with all the latest news. Lille striker Jonathan David, who was linked with a move to Tottenham all summer, has confessed that he is open to a move to England. David was repeatedly mooted as a target to Tottenham all through the summer window, and the speculation continued even after the North London club had signed Dominic Solanke. COYS France claimed last month that the Lily-Whites remain very interested in the Canadian international, whose current deal at the Pierre-Mauroy Stadium runs out next summer. It was even suggested by some sources during the summer that Tottenham may find themselves locked in a battle with their local rivals Arsenal for David's signature. Many clubs from across Europe will be watching David's situation closely as his contract at the League One club continues to wind down. The striker has now broken the silence on his future, confessing that he is in discussions with Lille over a new deal, but leaving the door open for a move away from the club. David told The Athletic, "Right now, we're speaking with Lille president Olivier Letang about a possible extension. We'll see how that goes. I'm open to anything. I think the Premier League is obviously regarded as one of the best leagues in the world. And for me, it's not the Premier League or bust. I'm open to anything and every league has its challenges. If Tottenham do decide to cash in on Richarlison in January or next summer, David would be a more than adequate replacement for the Brazilian. I am sure that Spurs will be watching the Canadian's contract situation with interest leading up to the January window." Maddison reveals what Postecoglou did to make him feel at home at Spurs right away. James Maddison admits that he has thoroughly enjoyed his time at Tottenham so far, revealing that he felt right at home as soon as he walked through the door at Hotspur Way last summer. It has been just a year since Maddison arrived at Tottenham, but it already feels like he has been at the club for a long time, with the attacking midfielder buying into the club's ethos and taking up a leadership role as soon as he arrived. The 27-year-old has certainly showcased his quality on many occasions, playing with the kind of flair and guile that Spurs fans love to see. However, his spell at the North London club has not been without any hiccups, with the former Leicester man struggling in the latter part of last season after returning from his injury, which eventually cost him a place in the England squad for the Euros. Madison will hope to put things right this season, and he has certainly started the campaign on the right note, looking a lot more like the player we saw prior to his injury last season. When asked how he has found his time at Tottenham so far, the England international told Golf Life, "I've loved it, to be fair, just over a year now. I kind of found that when I first signed, I felt I belonged there. It was a weird feeling. I was made to feel so welcome. I think the gaffer giving me the vice-captaincy and a leadership role within the group helped with me settle in, because straight away I had to be top responsible and help me bed into the group a bit by just giving me that responsibility so early on. Some players are just born to play for Tottenham, and Madison is certainly one of those. I have no doubt that he will have built an iconic status at the club by the time his time at N17 is done." Alistair Gold is hopeful that Son Heung-min will pen a new contract with Tottenham soon, pointing out that the South Korean is relishing the chance to lead this young Spurs side. Son is not just the club's longest-serving player, but he is now seen as Mr. Tottenham, with the forward very much being the face of the club since the departure of Harry Kane a little over a year ago. The 32-year-old continues to be extremely important both on and off the pitch, with Ange Postecoglou's men relying on their star man to have a great season in order to fulfil their grand ambitions. Although Son's contract is due to expire next summer, Spurs do have the option to activate a one-year extension in the deal. It was reported by COYS a few days ago that the Tottenham star is one of a number of high-profile Premier League stats that multiple Saudi Pro League clubs will target next summer. When asked if he expects Son to sign a new contract with the Lily-Whites, Gold has now said on a Q&A on Football London, "I would hope so. Spurs know how much he means to them. He's still a wonderful player in his 30s as well as their biggest star. Son seems to be relishing being the captain. The club have got the security of the extra year option, but it's a deal that surely gets done if both parties want it." Son is not the sort of character who is motivated purely by money, and I do not see him moving to Saudi Arabia at this stage. He will feel that he still has a few more years of football left in him at the highest level, and I see him signing a new deal with Tottenham before too long. Eberechi Ezza continues to be linked with a move to the Big Six following his impressive performances for Crystal Palace. Tottenham and Arsenal have been dealt a major blow to their hopes of signing Eberechi Eze. The 26-year-old winger was heavily linked with an exit from Crystal Palace in the summer, but a move failed to materialise. Eze, who sees his contract at Selhurst Park expire in June 2027, featured 27 times in the Premier League last season, scoring 11 goals and providing 4 assists. Playing a key role in Oliver Glasner's side, he helped the Eagles pip their rivals, Brighton, to a top-half finish in the Premier League. After catching Gareth Southgate's eye, Ezza was called up to the England squad for the European Championships. Despite losing his right-hand man, Michael Olise, to Bayern Munich, the Three Lions international has picked up from where he left off last term. As a result, he's now attracted interest from Old Trafford, according to the Manchester Evening News. The report states that Ezza, whose £68 million release clause will activate next year, is among several players that the Red Devils are monitoring as Erik ten Hag looks to bolster his options in the wing. The Manchester Evening News adds that Manchester United also want to sign a defender and a midfielder. Nevertheless, in an interview with Sky Sports, Steve Parish revealed he was surprised by the lack of interest in Ezza during the summer transfer window. "I was really worried from a club point of view of losing Michael and Ebbs in the same window, and we didn't have in Ebbs the interest that I thought we would have," said the Eagles chairman. "I was astounded, genuinely astounded. I mean, the guy's just an outstanding footballer, an outstanding person." Parish added, "We're proud of the fact that Michael Olise has gone to Bayern Munich. We want to be selling to the top clubs, or to clubs like Newcastle, who've got great aspirations and have recently been in the Champions League. So we have to manage all of those things. We won't get really great young talent to come to us if they think they're going to be stuck." Desperate to keep hold of Ezza and Palace's other exciting players, Parish targeted Champions League qualification. He said, "We want to be playing in the Champions League. The reality is we don't right now. That's what players want to achieve in their career, and we respect that, and we respect the fact that sometimes we're going to be a pathway to that." That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay in the loop with all things Tottenham, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell for notifications on our latest content. Don't forget to like this video and share it with fellow Spurs supporters. Let's grow our Tottenham News Today community together. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs.